I'm so proud of our team. I talk to you guys from time to time, and I talk to them all the time about there's a difference between playing poorly and shooting poorly. And, I think tonight we shot poorly from the three-point line in particular. Didn't finish great in the paint, but I thought we played really good basketball tonight. Like, I think the guys are playing winning basketball, competing like crazy on the defensive side of the ball, scrambling, communicating, and then offensively continuing to share it. 29 assists on a night when you don't shoot it great, and only 8 turnovers. Nobody's holding the ball. Nobody's over dribbling. We're making quick decisions. I'm really proud of the team and how they represent themselves and all of us and our fan base every night. I thought our fans were great again tonight. These are the moments where you're reminded of all of the growth that's taking place. This is a wins and losses business, and I recognize that. But for us to get to where we want to go, we have to learn how to play winning basketball really consistently, and I think the guys are getting so much better. But more importantly than that, the connection of the group, going through hard moments together is going to allow us to really savor and enjoy the good ones. These guys are a real team. They root for each other. The environment in our building every day and in our locker room here is one of the best I've ever seen.
Ace had the 33-point night the other night, and then he comes out tonight, and you mentioned that everyone will talk about the offense, but his defensive growth is important tonight. 5 blocks, a lot of movement, great on switching. How much has he grown on that side of the ball this year?
I think he's grown more defensively than offensively. It's harder to discuss an individual's defense in these settings because there are fewer things that you can really measure. Tonight we're talking about it because he had 5 blocks. And the things that he's done defensively in terms of recognizing the situations earlier, getting himself in position earlier is allowing him to cover so much distance. Ace is an incredible athlete, and it's not just offensively. Like, his ability to cover ground and close out, his ability to guard the ball. We saw some of the plays that he made vertically tonight to block shots. I truly believe that he's grown more on the defensive side of the ball than he has offensively, but offense is so much easier to talk about. He's becoming or is, moving towards a two-way player, and he's not there yet, but that's the goal, right? Like, everybody asks about players' development and what do you want Ace to be? It's like, ultimately what we want is for Ace to be a winning player on both sides of the ball.
With his size, how much versatility could him being like a polished two-way player give you in the future?
It's very exciting.
What stood out to you about Kennedy after signing a 10-day this earlier today and then scoring 19 points?
Yeah, he scored 19 points, but I thought he made a lot of really good decisions. He moved the ball great. Like, take those ball screens down the stretch, for example. It's not no play or very few plays are you really trying to dictate, this person shoots. Sometimes when you draw a play out of a timeout, you're trying to get someone a specific shot, but a lot of actions are you're setting up the spacing, and you're setting up who's in the action, and then you're letting them make the read. And that's what you work on in practice, is all the reads. And because I don't know how every situation is going to be guarded. And, he got downhill twice at the end because they hugged up on Ace's body. Ace did a really good job with the angle of his screen, and Kennedy made a really good decision. He's got good feel for timing. Like, there were very few plays where you felt like the pass was late to the weak side on the kick out. I thought he handled himself great. It's not easy to do what he just did in terms of stepping in, and then you're not in a role where you're off the ball. I mean, he's on the ball a lot at the beginning of the possessions, and that adds a layer of pressure and puts you kind of in the spotlight, and I thought he played great.
As his first start, what has he shown over the last couple of games during this campaign?
Yeah, he has shown that he's a really fast learner in terms of how to put himself in positions to be impactful. The play where he ran up to the middle and did the hit under into the middle of the court, Kennedy threw him the ball, he swung it to John, and John threw the extra one to Ace for 3. Like, that's because of Bez. We've put him in spots where he's a cutter. We've put him in spots where he's a screener. He's made quick decisions when he's gotten the ball in closeouts. And then the defensive stuff that he's doing is inspiring to everybody. I mean, he gets his hand on the ball, deflections, sticks his nose in there. That tip in he got in the fourth quarter was a huge play. He's got a big heart. He's very easy to root for.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.